Welcome back to another week of Cooking with Square Food Foundation, and this week we have a really lovely seasonal recipe for you of some pumpkin gnocchi. So a perfect one to use up all of your leftover pumpkins after carving them for Halloween. Really crisp and golden on the outside, delicious and full of flavour. I really hope you enjoy them.
Take your chunks of pumpkin, drizzle with a good amount of some extra virgin olive oil and rub that in. Pop in a generous amount of some sea salt with some cloves of garlic and some sprigs of thyme or some sage leaves. Pop skin side up and pop your potatoes on the tray as well to roast in the oven for about 45 minutes or until your knife can poke through the flesh. Once it's cool, scrape out all of that lovely soft flesh from the pumpkin into a bowl. Make sure you try and get as much as possible from the pumpkin. Once you've got all of it, you just want to gently mash it either with a fork or a potato masher, or if you want a really fine texture, you can pass it through a sieve. If you've got any of the garlic cloves left over and they're still soft, pop some of the garlic in there too. Next, you're going to scoop out the flesh from the baked potato. It should be lovely and soft and fluffy and should pop out really nicely. And the beauty of baking your potato is the flavour is so much more delicious. Pop in a good amount of some sea salt and then mash it all together until it's a nice puree. Next, you're going to add in your grated Parmesan cheese and your plain flour. You might not need all the plain flour if your pumpkin's really dry, but usually pumpkin's quite wet, so you might need to add a little bit extra too. Give it a good stir until it resembles sort of thick mashed potato, but try not to over mix it, otherwise your gnocchi will become quite tough. Give your work surface a generous dusting with some plain flour, and then just working with a quarter of the mix at a time, pop a little bit of that onto your work surface. You can see it's very sticky, so I've just added a little bit of extra flour, and then I'm just going to roll it into a sort of long sausage shape and making sure I don't handle it too roughly. You've got to be quite gentle with this. Once it's shaped nicely, you want to take a knife and cut it in half, and then you're just going to brush the knife in a little bit of that flour, and then just taking little sections about 2 centimeters across, you're going to chop those into little pillow shapes and then just dust them in a bit of extra flour. Taking the back of the fork, just dust it in again a little bit of flour, just press them and to get those lovely little fork marks. These are quite rustic looking gnocchi, so you can kind of reshape them. Or if you prefer a slightly sort of less rustic version, just shape it in your hand. Again, you'll need quite a bit of flour to do this. And then again, just using the back of the knife to get that lovely fork mark. When you're ready to cook, have a pan of really lovely hot boiling water. Also make sure it's nicely seasoned with salt. Pop them in and just make sure you don't overcrowd the pan. When they float to the surface, after about 2 or 3 minutes, you know that they're ready, and you can take them out just to check that they're nice and sort of firm to the touch. When you're ready to eat, just pop them into a frying pan with some melted butter. Try and drain off as much of the water as possible, and then really sort of pan fry them until really crisp and golden. This will take a little bit of time. And sometimes they stick a little bit, so just be careful, lift them off carefully with a sort of metal spoon or a spatula. Once you sort of flip them over, you can see that lovely golden colour happening. Keep turning them, and then eventually you'll get this really beautiful golden crisp colour and texture, which is going to be absolutely delicious. When they're all nice and golden, you can transfer them to a serving dish, scatter with some sage leaves or some thyme, and a really generous amount of some grated Parmesan cheese. and enjoy.
I hope you enjoyed making these. They are a little bit messy to make, but as long as you don't handle them too heavily, you'll make some absolutely delicious gnocchi. I've got the wonderful Eloise who's going to have a little taste of the gnocchi today. Right, dig in.
Ready.
She's ready. We're looking for crisp, golden.
Going for extra parmesan.
Yeah.
Amazing. So yummy. Very juicy and pillowy inside and crispy on the outside. What's not to love?